Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Today I just feel like doing a burn build, or specifically a Liu build. There's not really any reason to it, I just felt like it's been a while since I've done burn, and burn's the one I enjoy the most, because it's very simple but funny. And it's good to have a simple run, because today there's definitely a lot of talking to be done, notably regarding the new announcement stuff from Project Moon about exactly what's going to be happening this Halloween. That being Walpurgis Night, which is like super exciting. They revealed it basically what Walpurgis Night is going to be. Is it's going to be like every season or so there's going to be a Walpurgis Night, and it's basically just going to be like a special banner focused on stuff from past works from Project Moon. So like this time we're getting a lobotomy ego identity of Forsaken Murderer's Regret. We're going to be getting a Teth ego from Forsaken Murderer's Regret as well. And we're also going to be getting a 2-star hook office. I actually got an image of it right here. No, that is the wrong image. That is Gregor's symbol. Which I have for a very perfectly reasonable reason, as you'll see. It's because this image is incomprehensible. Because it's from Twitter, it's very low quality. I've got this to work as a little, like, cursor so you can see, like, what I'm, like, pointing at with, like, the little tip of the claw. Because from this alone, we can get a decent sense as to who's getting what. Because it seems like this right here is Faust with the, assumably the lobotomy ego identity, the 3-star. We can see Mersault assumably has the regret ego, since that looks pretty Mersaulty. And you can see Honglu with a little mask, that's probably Tay and Honglu. And there's definitely a lot to like point out about this too. Like, if you look at Mersault, you can see it's hard to tell, but you can kind of vaguely see like the little purple bauble. That's like a staple of the patron librarian outfits in It's a staple of the patron librarian outfits and the Angela ego forms in Ruina. If you see what I mean there. So it seems like it's based off of Ruina Regret, especially the ego, which is very interesting, that's for sure. Of course, Fourth Match Lane was also pretty heavily based on that, but it's notable here. And once again, you can definitely try debating some of these, what they are exactly, but I think it's a pretty good guess. Like, this is the Honglu with Tain, this is Mersault ego, and this is Faust ego identity. And I'll move that off the screen now. I don't keep on talking about it without that. The one downside is apparently these Walpurgis Nights, you're not going to be able to actually get the things from those banners through shards. You need to get them through extractions, which means you could just get doomed if you're very unlucky. So I'm definitely going to need to stockpile some lunacy, because I really don't have that much free lunacy. I've got a decent bit, I guess, but I spend so much of it on the encapsulin refills, and I'm at 500 modules. I don't really need that. But however, if you do miss the egos, next Walpurgis Night, and they said it was going to be like quarter year, so I assume there might be like 4 a year then? Like 3-month intervals apart. But next Walpurgis Night, you can then use shards in order to get the egos you missed from, and the identities you missed from the past Walpurgis Nights. That's cool at least, but there's no way that I'm gonna just take missing something for 3 months. So you better know it's gonna be prime gambling time. And hopefully I get lucky, because I mean, it's both an ego and a 3-star identity that we need. 2-star identity too, but like that's easy enough to get. And I guess Faust being the one who gets the first 3-star from Walpurgis Night makes a lot of sense, because her sword itself is inscribed Walpurgis Not, which is just Walpurgis Night, but Not is night in German. So it definitely makes sense that she's getting it. And I guess, question of the day. Now, we know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of, like, in the future, there's going to be plenty more stuff like this. Like, actual, like, lobotomy ego identities from, like, Lob Corp, Ruina, Abnos. More stuff from that. They even mentioned Distortion Detective. So, what are you looking forward to in a future Walpurgis Not the most? It could be literally anything, that's the thing, anything from the past games. They even mentioned, like, possible Distortion Detective stuff eventually, which is really exciting. Because we just don't know. It could be, like, anything. Like, of course, I think it's probably going to be mostly minor-ish stuff in the Walpurgis Nights, at least for the next little bit. I'm not expecting to get, like, a red mist or a black silence there. That's probably going to be safe for, like, an actual big special banner. But, like, probably stuff like, we might get, like, decent chance we get, like, Yoon Finn at some point. Possibly even, like, Mars and Lulu. Took me a second to remember her name, it's been a while. Stuff like that, that would definitely be cool. The fact that we are, in fact, getting... I think I actually, like, did a question today about, like, what you hope gets a Lobotomy Ego identity in the future. And we are actually starting to get some Lobotomy Ego identities. I don't think anyone said regret for that question of the day, but if so, you are the real winner. I'm fairly certain no one did, though. Most people went for a lot of the more standard stuff. Like A-Lefs and, you know, notable VODs. Still cool, though. Definitely a lot of possibilities. I wonder if this means they're going to try and cut back how much, like, Lob Corp Ruinous stuff they're going to be having outside of these Walpurgis Nights. Because they might use it to try and focus, you know, most banners on instead being, like, more Limbus-related stuff. Although I'm not counting, like, associations or corporations as Ruina-related stuff for the sake of this, since they're, like, widespread enough to make sense either way. Mainly just stuff like... Well, Hook Off is a great example of this. Like, there's no reason we'd actually ever see Hook Off this stuff. Like, as a normal banner, because, like, they're such a minor faction that it really wouldn't make sense. Like, the only reason we got Molar stuff is because we saw the Molar Boatworks people. At least that's my interpretation of it. Hard to say, though. Because we do have some strange groups. Yeah. I don't know, leave your answer in the comments below. But something else, like, notable is, like, looking at this image... Let me pull up my Gregor cursor real quick again. He's wearing a mask, so it is probably Taeyin Hook Office to be specific. It's only 2-star, which is, you know, fair enough. It's Taeyin. He's, like, such a minor character. But I was actually talking about this a little earlier with, something, but, like... It's definitely not a coincidence they went with Taeyin for this. Because Taeyin is a little unique. Oh, this is good for us. Taeyin is the only case of a person in Ruina who uses a bionic weapon, aka a weapon that's, like, physically attached to him, physically a part of him, through his, like, weird little, like, scythe arm thing he has, which is from Union Co., which is mentioned in the art book a little bit. It's a workshop that really is only ever mentioned in Taeyin's book and the game itself, but they basically focus on these bionic weaponry, which is basically weapons that act like arms that have been attached to people. In case you don't see what I'm getting at, it's definitely using U-Corp Singularity. We still don't know too much about U-Corp Singularity, but they do have the ability to attach things together. So I think Union Co., beyond, you know, they both being, you know, starting with U, definitely is using U-Corp Singularity somehow. And that's probably going to be, like... I wouldn't be surprised if, like, something like that is going to be, like, this next... Like, this, like, Chapter 5's, like, Rose Spanner identities. Like, the kind of identities that don't really give away what's happening in this chapter, that they use in order to, like, be, like, the banner when the first part of Chapter 5 releases. You know, a little bit of, like, an introduction to what comes forward without actually spoiling anything, like, major as to what we're going to be finding in Canto 5. But that's a lot of theory. I don't know, it's exciting stuff. Once again, I've said this before, but whenever there is workshop stuff, I'm very excited about that, because I think the workshops are a very, like, interesting part of the lore. Actually, I might, like, make, like, a workshop video where I just go over, like, every single workshop mentioned in, like, the lore so far, and just talk about them. Because they're so interesting. Especially thanks to, like, Roland and, Ezra. We have a lot of info on various workshops. Thanks to the workshop enthusiasts. Well, Roland's not really a workshop enthusiast, but Angelica was, I think. You know what I mean. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff. I don't know, do I have anything else to say on the topic? I think, like, what was it? There's gonna be, like, some daily attendance thing going on. during the week of Halloween. There was nothing that interesting from it beyond like a deck extraction ticket. I don't think it was a guaranteed. I'm pretty sure it was just a normal deck extraction ticket. I should probably pull that up. But like there was some thread that's always nice. What else was there in like that little minor thing? Yeah, there's some modules, there's some thread, some boxes, some XP tickets, something very minor. Yeah, it's no guaranteed 3-star there, it's just a normal deck extraction ticket. And it's just a little minor incentive to log in a little bit during Halloween. And it did mention that for the 2 weeks of Walpurgis Night, I think Walpurgis Night, I think it is pronounced Walpurgis Night, but Walpurgis Night is similar enough that I think it's fine. But yeah, but for the 2 weeks, we're also going to be getting more Dante's notes, which is good. It means we'll get 14 days worth of more random things about various associations and organizations and such. Probably get more stuff. We might actually, that might actually be the point where we hear more about the Deviat Association. Deviat? I think that's how you pronounce it. The 9th Association, the Russian one, which has something to do with payment and, like, contracts. Mentioned just briefly at the end of C. C? SEA? I should probably call it SEA. C isn't very descriptive enough. You know what I mean. Might hear more about DHE, since we only know about that from, like, the one DHE identity. Might hear more about, like... Did I mention Trace? I don't think Dante's notes mentioned Trace Association. I think they might have mentioned it from, like, one of them, but I don't think they actually had a page for it. We might hear more on that. If there is going to be more workshop stuff, could be time for Trace Association to reappear. To actually reappear. No, to appear for the first time, I should say. Nothing too good here. Coin is nice. Bloody Gadget is nice. It's not burned, though. Once we get to the later floors, I'll actually be talking about the run. For now, I'm still talking about, like, the random various, stuff relating to the update. Yeah, and they also said during those 2 weeks, each week, we're also going to be seeing a little story snippet, assumably similar to what we saw before Canto 4. Like, stuff like on the bus, they're like tomfooleries, the rooms on the bus. That'll be cool. Okay. We're doing good. We did get Dust to Dust as our starting Eagle gift this run. So everything's got a little bit of burn to start out with, which is really good. Just to make sure they take a little bit of damage early on. Because if someone's being targeted by Gregor turn 1, like, they're just going to run out of burn. There's no point if we don't have any burn count already. Since Gregor has a lot of burn infliction, but not a lot of actual burn count. In fact, he's got no burn count. That's how little he has. Like, ideally I can get, like, Glimpse of Flames this run. Not really betting on it, but that would be cool. For, you know, maximum tomfoolery. I don't know, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about regarding the Purges Night stuff. I'm just very excited by it. I'm glad I can use this recording time as a way to, like, dump all my thoughts, because I didn't really feel like making a video on it itself. I don't know, I'll do patch note type videos like every once in a while when there's actually, like, notable stuff from the patch. I mainly care about the identities, though. That's the thing. That's why I haven't been doing them, like, too often recently. This is, I think this is a Clippity-Cloppity. Yeah. Yeah. No, it is normal you. Pearson Wrath is normal you. Okay, good to know. Well, that's fine. We just gotta destroy his little minions right now, and then we should be good. Do we ignore you? You're hitting Ishmael. Ishmael can take it, I think. You guys go for that guy, and then you guys go for that guy. Perhaps. Hopefully bring them both to 1 HP. Top one, definitely. Inner Gate Elbow Strike is gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, that alone is all we need on the top one. So hopefully we'll do enough damage to the bottom guy with our other attacks. Yeah, we do. That's good. And Ishmael gets hit a little bit here, that's fine. That's only 12 damage since she resists the blunt. So I'm not concerned. But now, to be an enemy, now it's back up. What's going on? I don't know, what is going on? It's a good question. Maybe you should ask that question a little more. What am I saying? We actually can't redirect the other one here, so you're gonna get hit. That's fine, we'll do that on you. Make sure we damage them a bunch. Meantime, like... do like that or something? We really do not have the speed to redirect stuff right now, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. We're getting a lot of burn on these guys. That's for sure. Does burn trigger before or after their, they get fully healed from their 1 HP? That's what I don't remember. I guess we'll see. I probably could see pretty easily. They're stacking a lot of burn right now. Actually, Perfected Palm Strike pretty good. That guy's definitely going to be going down next turn. This to keep the factory. Okay, it looks like it triggers before they actually get healed, so burn does very little in this fight. That's fine. We still stack it. We still gain the coin power for our targets having a lot of burn. So it's not like it's doing nothing for us. You do that. That'll work. I'm not too concerned. This guy's getting to 1 HP. This is overkill as it is. We're just getting a bunch of burn on him, I suppose. It could matter. Burn's just fun. I didn't even think about it, but like... I guess this means, based on the new identities we're going to be getting, like 2-star Hook Off is almost certainly going to be like bleed support. Since that's what Hook Off is kind of is. It's early game Runa, so like the focuses are kind of a little vague. Which means Honglu's finally going to have like a pretty good burn identity. Because like both Ting Ting and Kurokuma are technically bleed. But it's weird, so I don't know. They're kind of questionable bleed, that's for sure. But that'll be nice, more bleed support. And chances are, like, Regret identity is going to be, like... Is it just going to be Unga Bunga blunt damage with, like, debuffs? Like a good, strong debuff identity for Faust could be super good. Because, like, we've got, like... Warp Faust kinda is debuffy, but like not to the point where you like use her very often. And Grip Faust is more so buffy than debuffy. What do we do? This doesn't matter too much. More cost could be good. We'll take that. Voracious Hammer, sure. There's no bleed there, so we just take that. We'll go top path here. That'll work. And like the actual like ego itself for Mercel. The ego itself for Mercel could like buff his blunt power next turn or something. That could be really good. It's probably gonna be, well, debuffy, since that's what Forsaken Murder's kind of all about. He's all about blunt and paralysis, really. In Ruina, that is. In Lob Corp, he's about like escaping and then dying instantly. And being like not very threatening thanks to that, which is decent. It's definitely one of those avenues that I, like, really didn't care for much in Lob Corp, but I think the one card art of him in Ruina just significantly changed how I feel about him. The one just titled Violence, and then he's just kind of staring, just, like, with a blank expression. That's, like, peak comedy right there. I'll see if I can find it. Keep on attacking them in the meantime. Burn these guys to death. They're weak to blunt, so we're blunting them a bunch. Yeah, here it is. You want to see violence? This is violence. Yeah, this is gonna be my face cam for this episode. This is me right now. My live reaction. Can I flip it? Transform. There we go. Yeah, that's my face cam this episode. Oh, that's Pride Resource. Nice. That's how I feel. I feel very violent towards that. Sinner's Heal? No need. Onwards we go. We will probably have 400 cost for the... Yeah, we'll have 400 cost before the shop, so you know... Could... I'm not gonna make the joke. I mean, I am. Lunar memory time? Question mark? That's cool. Always glad to see stuff like Forsaken Murder showing up again. It's cool, and like... This does mean sooner or later we are going to get, like, a fry shoots identity. And, like, probably sooner or later, like, a... stuff like funeral. Like, if you give us funeral, like, a solemn lament identity for Mersault, like, I think that's all... it'll just be perfect. Just give him a gun. That's the secret. Because that's card... that actual ego in Rune is, like, the one time in this series where, like, a lot of small attacks have actually, like, worked really well. And that's what a lot of Mersault's identities have. They love their, like, +1 4-coin skills. A little better now that, like, it's a +2/+3 on each of the coins, but, like, Mersault, but you know what I mean. It would be perfect, like, mechanically, just to have, like, a 5-coin +1 skill 3 that just does a bunch of extra damage on hit. The kind of thing for one-sided attacks. If we got, like, a one-sided attack focus identity, that would be funny. What a thrill. We take Char Disc here, though. Like, Thrill's just too good for us. We don't need it. That's more burn to spread around, though. Mersault probably should get another skill 3. That's his only one that inflicts burn count, and it's like some of it, so we'll take it. Works for me, though. A little short on cost. Hopefully we'll be able to build it up. Oh, medkit. Chug Jug. I've never played Fortnite. But, yeah, there's the Chug Jug, I'm pretty sure. God, I love the violence. I think I've got that as like an emoji on like one of my like a server I'm in. Not a Project Moon related one at all, which is the funny part. I think I just like added it at some point, and it's just been there. You guys are neutral to bleed. We unfortunately cannot, or no, you're neutral to blunt. What am I saying? You unfortunately not being attacked this turn. We'll be able to attack you next turn no matter what though, and hopefully we'll be able to burn him a bunch then. Look at that burn count from Perfected Death Fist. Very nice. Really, pretty much everyone on this team benefits from getting more of their skill 3. Like, even Gregor, whose skill 3 is kind of pitiful because it doesn't inflict any burn count, but it's still, like, a lot of burn. Like, look at this. Wow. Burn, 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 burn. That's 6 burn, but it's 4 individual inflictions of burn, so it works really well with burn-related ego gifts. Ooh, we're hitting you with a Perfected Death Fist. That's perfect, since you're weak to that, and it'll actually give you some more burn count. Target 6 was burn, inflict 3 burn on 2 random enemies. Will he? Inflict 3 burn. He will not. He'll be a little short. Unless we've got something that randomly inflicts burn. Oh, we do, actually. Thinking about it. Heads attack and inflict, We don't need to actually do that, though. Most of his minions are going to be pretty dead after this. Yeah, like, this guy's very dead. This way, this is just, like, minor bleed infliction. We're killing his allies, so now we've got equal speed slots to him. So we'll be able to do decently here. And he's going for, like, a weak attack, so, like, I'm not very concerned. Let's see. So 6 burn inflict +2 burn count. Will he? He will, yeah. Okay, that's good then. Ooh, Intergate Elbow Strike, nice. And Crimson Blaze Fist, very nice. And then Mersault's just going for a sweet little attack. It's good. Luckily, Gregor's going for the guy who's already out of burn, so he's just focused on the damage dealing part and not, you know, the burn infliction. Like, an Intergate Elbow Strike on you is going to be very good for us. Of course, like, what's probably, like, the best ego gift for us to get? Well, Glimpse of Flames could be cool. We don't really have the burn to make use of it, because they need 30 burn for it to trigger. What we need is the circuit board, the one you get from, KQE. Because that just makes every attack inflict burn based on, like, the amount of coins they have. And there's so many coin attacks on Liu. It's kind of like their thing. A lot of, like, smaller burn infliction attacks. A double Intergate Elbow Strike on the guy with 40 HP. A little inhumane. Luckily only one goes off. And then you can use the other one on, like, someone else. Yeah. Yeah, they're all dead. So now we just burn Nico a bunch. Oh. That's unfortunate. You cannot win this, Hongwu. Please stop. He's at negative 45 sanity. There we go. Luckily, it's not like that big of a deal. And we just keep on burning, and we give another Intergate Elbow Strike to stagger him. Unfortunately, stagger with the third coin and not the fourth coin, because if it staggered with the fourth coin, then Ishmael would have gotten the damage up this turn, the coin power up. Very nice. I love burn. You could definitely argue it's the most unga-bunga of all stats because it requires the least. It's burn. It's barely anything but rupture and saying no to much worse. It's definitely like the least. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's the most unga-bunga status effect. It requires the least maintenance usually, but it's also like the least damage dealing usually. But it's consistent. That's the thing about it. You may run out of bleed count, but like it's not that likely if you're using, you know, bleed units or burn units. I keep on mixing the two up because they both start with B. I can promise you I'm mentally saying the correct one every time. My body's just disagreeing. Can we redirect everything? Can Mersault actually redirect anyone? Cancel all your attacks real quick. You cannot. Alright. Good to know. Well, who are we worried about? Everyone except for top right. Okay. Wait, were you being hit? No. Yes? You are? Oh, it's not showing it. What? What? Why is that? I'm very confused why it's only showing when I hover over the enemy, but like I hover over Mersault. Oh right, that's fine. We can clash that. Minor little bug, I suppose. Not worth worrying about. We can crush. Oh no, we don't want to clash against this one. That's right. We want to do it like this. There we go. That'll be good. Bunch of burn. Oh, that's fine. Gregor wins ties. Leo Gregor's just that good. Yeah. And since everyone is going to have burn, Ashes will trigger and give everyone a whopping 2 more burn potency. Riveting stuff, I know. And you do 2 damage. That's why that one gets ignored, because there is no need to worry. Why'd you get 2 tails? You're at full sanity. Just a stagger, but like, very strange. Okay, yeah, we staggered most of the people there. We don't have our Pierce attack, that's fine. We can hit you with a... If we can't hit you with Intergate Elbow Strike, we'll just, like, Flowing Flame you, and we'll focus on killing everything else this turn, I think, then. Assault? Maybe. It's not gonna kill, no, that's fine. It doesn't need to kill. There's only... Gregor definitely gets the kill here. Oh, Mersault does get the kill. That's good then. Once again, it's another case of me underestimating how frail people are. Yeah, just the Gloom guy left. Who isn't looking too good. He's got a lot of burn thanks to the Charred Orb, or the Charred Disc. Not Orb. I don't know why I thought Orb. And, he dies. Look at this burn. This guy's burning. Get a load of this guy. Why is he burning? What does he think he's doing with all that burn on him? Bleed. Meh. Boring. No one cares about bleed. Definitely missed opportunity to not give us, you know, a 4th match flame. Lobotomy ego, but that's fine. We don't need more burn. These 4 burn identities, because you know the other burn identity kind of just does too much damage to work on this team. Which is the funniest reason to exclude Grip Sinclair, but it is true. Like, he does not fit the burn team at all, because he's more so focused on just killing things brutally than actually getting the burn stacks up. Although he does inflict a lot of burn, you can't get that wrong. Okay, that attack's gonna go through. Gregor's fine. Gregor got his attack power up from his skill. So he's gonna get a little higher on his rolls, and because all these enemies have a bunch of burn, he's probably gonna gain coin power and a bunch of stuff. And remember, some of these units need burn count, and some of them need burn potency on their target. I can't tell you which one's which off the top of my head. But you need target needs to have 6+ burn potency to gain like pretty good buffs in your skill 1 and skill 2, and a decent damage buff on your skill 3. Not like great. Your skill 3 is also the burn infliction one. And you gain coin power if they've got 5+ burn. You gain coin power for every burn on the target. So you can gain, like, if there's 6 burn, you'll gain a bunch. And then you, it's based on burn count, right? Yeah, you're the one who's based on burn count. 6+ burn count for 2 coin power and 1 coin power is a little interesting. Like, it works, don't get me wrong. He's also one of the best for inflicting the burn count, so I guess it makes enough sense. He can inflict, like, up to 3 with his skill, too, I think. If he's at max sanity. I think that's how that works. I don't remember. It's something like that, though. Okay. Well, we want to fail this one, so that's fine by me. We get some charged synergy here. And by that I mean we're never triggering this. I mean, Wrath Absolute Resistance is doable. But for what purpose? Ooh, Fiery Down. Oh, here we go. That's what we were really looking for. Mersalt's skill doesn't need to be changed. We'll save our cost for the final floor in case we get something good. And we press onwards. But yeah, now if an enemy gets above 20 burn potency, it starts to double. Very, very good for us. But let me check this. Half of the burn is inflicted on the enemy with the least burn at the start of the next turn roundup. Okay. Sorry, just thinking through a possible strategy. Mainly, I'm thinking through, what we would do against, well, the Drifting Fox. Not because Drifting Fox is hard, but if we killed all 4 umbrellas in the same turn, then all 4 of them's burn would be transferred to the 2 parts of the Fox, randomly, between the 2, of course. But since the actual burn is dealt at the start of the turn, if you do kill a bunch of things, it'll just all go to one person. Fox isn't the best example, I guess. There's not really a lot of good minion-based fights, though, beyond Fox. If Fox only had 1 body part, then it would be, like, the perfect example. But because it's got 2, like, the burn will be split between the 2 parts. It's not quite as good of an example, but that's fine. Oh. Okay, that's fine. We win those. We may have lost a coin, but we have not lost the clash, you know? Classic adage. Okay. Those guys are alive. That guy had 44 burn, I think because of the inflicting burn to other people and the feather. Yeah, you're at 99 burn, and it's turn 3. We're doing good. We don't even have, like, what is probably, like, the best thing for us to get right now, that being the, I guess Helterfly's also good, isn't it? Helterfly or the computer chip, whatever the computer chip's called, I always forget. The KQE one. Very good for us. We could get it. But first thing, speaking of 4-limited creatures, we've got a dog to take care of. A very telepole dog. And we burn him a bunch. And he's gonna, like, have a bad time. Oh, we actually might not be able to break this in time, huh? What am I saying? He's weak to sloth. Yeah, I don't think it matters. We're definitely staggering him with these 2 attacks, if nothing else. I guess not definitely. Maybe I was a little too cocky. Well, you need to win this clash, please. You are losing this clash. Alright, that's fine. Shame that's our strongest attack, but you know, it's how the speed worked out. That's kind of how it went. But the actual pole got broken. Or the body got broken, I mean. The body got staggered. And broken, I guess. Technically, yeah. Semantics. And it's already at 77, Not really a reason to keep on attacking it then, actually. What is it? Is it head? These are destructible, so I think the head we can keep on attacking? So we go all in on the head to maximize burn. Perhaps. Yeah, that's a lot of burn. Yeah, and our other attacks don't get cancelled. Right. I think the telepole and the person are the two that when they actually are broken, they, like, break. And you burn to death. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Because this part's got, like, 60 burn, the other part's got 70 burn. That's just a nice 134 damage. That works. He didn't even get... He did get a chance to clash once, but he lost the clash, and that's the only chance he got to even attempt attack. There we go. Like, additional burn on hit by half the skill's total coins. I don't care about the tier 4 gift. It's worthless compared to this. Our burn amount is insane now. This is an insane ego gift when we already are doing pretty good on burn count. Like, of course, Glimpse of Flames would be stupidly good for us. But the chances of getting that are pretty low. We've seen 2 tier 4 gifts this run so far. What are the chances we see another? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, what do I do here? That's a lot of neutrals. I can Land of Illusion. That's not a bad choice. It'll do some good damage to them. Of course, what I really want to do is Ardor Blossom Star. Specifically the Corrosion. So that will hit everything. You guys are going to go for neutrals. We actually defend with you two, I think, actually. So that we focus on the mass techs. The mass techs are probably going to stagger stuff. Maybe the drone might not get staggered, but that's fine. Not the drone, though. Is it? It's not a drone. What is it called? The security robot. Oh, you get hit. Ooh. That's a little unfortunate. Well, you can counterattack now. Oh, you staggered yourself with Ardor Blossom Star. Because it does self-damage when you use the corrosion. Oh, that's not good. We can actually redirect both of those, though, so we're fine. You can... Yeah, you can... That doesn't really help us. We just suddenly one day. We'll take some hits. You will... You're going for, like, weak and off attacks this time, though. I guess I should have been a little more careful. That's fine. Ishmael will get better. We're not throwing. We're far from done. That guy's gonna burn to death soon. This guy is gonna get some burn count. That's good. And unfortunately, some of the other people are gonna run out of burn count here, but that's fine. Like Gregor can't inflict any burn count, even if he went for a normal attack and not an ego. You fine? You're targeting ally, that's fine, not the healing one. That's a neutral. It's Mercel though, you can take a hit. That's fine. I've made my decision, and now this guy is gonna get some burn now. There we go. You cannot be burnless forever. Yeah, Mercel lost his clash, that's fine. You're gonna hit one of your allies. Doesn't matter, they've got 60 burn. That guy's got some burn. We can't get any burn potency onto him though. That's fine. You're using something on no target because you're trying to heal an ally that's not there. Or you're trying to protect an ally that's not there. You're not even healing. Well, retreating? You're not going to get a chance to. There's a little bit of burn on you. Oh yeah, because of the dead allies, huh? Their burn was transferred to the robot. That works. Luckily, robots may be bleed resistant, but they're not burn resistant. That's the beauty of burn. Burn those who dare to care for me, after all. Heal our memories. Heal our memories of you. That's damage, that's fine. I'll roll with it. Ooh, double Apnified up ahead. Do we go for it? The chances of getting Glimpse of Flames are pretty low. I don't think it's necessary. Like, events don't really help us that much. The only thing we can get from an event that actually helps us at this point is Helterfly, I think? Unless I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am, though. Do we roll with this? Some not great clashes. If we can get some burn off on enemies, that would be super good for us. That's the thing. I can try our Blossom Star this time. Yeah, I'll go for it. Because when enemies have burn, we just gain more coin power, and therefore we're just going to win clashes more. So our first priority is always going to be just burning these guys a bunch. Even if we get a heads on our Blossom Star, which is pretty likely, that's not that big of a deal for us, because it still inflicts the burn, and we're still going to win the clash. Yeah. It's a little bit of self-burn, too. Some of our allies gain burn. But it is the kind of thing we can live with. Just to do some really good damage, some really good burn. Yeah, everything's been staggered, it would seem. Some of them are probably likely to burn to death, if I had to guess. Yes? Yeah, there's only 2 of them left. And, we're not gonna need to do much here, that's for sure. We'll have him attack just because this guy wouldn't die otherwise. But they both burn to death, just like that. Very nice. Burn's so fun. There's so many really good EO gifts for burn. I think that's part of why it's so fun. And nothing great. We'll give Honglu another skill. Another skill 2? Do we go for a skill 2 here? No, we'll go for a skill 3. I think a skill 2 definitely has its purposes. No, that's more damage that isn't, good for us. And we'll heal you up since you're the one who's a little low still. That's good. Onwards we go. We'll take this path though. Oh! Oh, that's a little not good. Well, it seems we're in for a tough time, because that's so that no one will cry. Well, I mean, the strategy's simple. We need a scapegoat. There's one person who's going to get a bunch of talismans, ideally, and that one person is going to be the person who burns to death. I think that's the play, and we still keep on going all in on the burn. There's no reason I wouldn't. It's a burn build. We're going to burn so that no one to cry. Oh. Speech moment. We're gonna burn so that no one will cry to death, even if it also burns us to death. That's my promise to you. We'll use Ardor Blossom Star as necessary to get, more stuff going. Shower of Fire is just funny, that's true. And if we can break the arm without him clashing against us at all, I'm pretty sure the arm doesn't get any talismans off. I'm sure we can manage that. The arm's weak to Blunt, it's weak to Wrath. We've got Blunt, we've got Wrath. Oh, mass attack damage. That's really good for our plan. And this is Pierce, unless we take one of the other ones. I don't think it matters that much. We'll take it. Could matter for, Mercel. His skill 3 is good, and he's got 2 of them. And it's a Pierce one. He's neutral to Pierce, so Pierce has its possibilities. Well, we'll see how this goes immediately. So who are you targeting? Okay, Honglu's scapegoat. Well, luckily for me, Honglu was kind of the plan. No, Honglu's being attacked by the arm. Never mind then. Mercel? Or Gregor? Gregor? We have a little plan for you, buddy. You're going to die. Ah, you're slow. That's not good. Really not good, actually, yeah. Might not be able to break the arm in time, then. Oh, especially if we redirect with you. We do not want to redirect. Oh, no, we can redirect with you. That's right. That's right. Summon one day. We can have you. Perfected Death Fist should be pretty decent. Capote's probably better, though. Yeah, go for a Capote there. Redirect that with you. What can you go for? Nothing's really that helpful, so I guess just go for that. Alright, hopefully this is fine. There's only 2 people that are going to be getting any talismans here. There's only 2 people that are going to get... Because in case you don't know, only people that clash against, people that clash against so that no one will cry gain talismans, and only people with talismans get burn reflected onto them. Okay, there we go. This will be something. It won't be too much, I don't think. But, I mean, it'll be good damage, it just won't be a lot of burn. That's what I'm trying to get at. There's the stagger. Okay, that's good. So it's only Gregor that's getting the talismans, because we stagger the arm so it's not getting any attacks off. Yeah, you take a hit. You'll get a couple talismans. We're already inflicting a lot of burn on this guy. That's fine. If we can get like an identity eventually that like reduces its own burn damage, that could be nice. Because like Zhao like halves burn damage taken, the Zhao page in Ruina. Yeah, 47 burn already. Not great. And how is the actual right arm looking? The right arm's doing very good on burn. Right arm we actually don't need to hit at all, I don't think. It's got, yeah. We're going all in on this part, which means Gregor's going to be redirecting. Everyone go for this one then. For this, you go for this. You can go for another one of these. Oh, that's redirecting that. That's, That's not great. Do we stagger the body, actually? No, we're going to stagger the body, aren't we? Well, that's fine, then. You two clash. Oh, you've got talismans, too. Oh. Does it inflict it even if the attack doesn't go off? I guess so. He still gained the talismans. Well, that's fine. You got Wrath power up. Okay, we're looking good. I think this should be good. We'll definitely take out the body here. And this guy's gonna have so much burn, he's not gonna even know what to do with it. Yeah, nice. That didn't stagger, but this will stagger, I think, then. I'll almost stagger with the fourth coin. Would have been goated. That's fine. Yeah, he's already at max burn on both parts. That's pretty good. It's a little good for us. And I say already because if he's over 50, then it'll get doubled, and then he'll just get it. So he's going to take 200 damage. Our people are going to take some damage. And, like, we just stand here and he burns to death. You guys don't die, actually. You're going to barely survive. You'll be at 7 HP. You'll be at 34 HP. Okay, then that's fine by me. Oh, well, this guy burned. Wonder if they'll ever make it so burn does wrath damage. I think that could be fun. Because sinking does gloom damage. It's definitely possible. I understand why it's not always like that, though, because then burn would be kind of awful in some fights and really good in some. You did the most, wonder why. Love a good burn in the run, though. Especially when you just get, like, when just everything falls into place. Because, like, don't get me wrong, he would have died even faster if we had, Glimpse of Flames, but it just wasn't necessary, because he's already weak to our attacks. He's taking a bunch of damage just passively either way. More boxes, that's nice. How am I doing on boxes? I like to check. I spent a couple of them recently on Heathcliff, but we're still at over 400. So I'm still set. If we do end up getting any more banners before, we get the Walpurgis Night stuff, then I'm probably just going to do daily and then get it with shards. Ooh, Mariachi. Because there's no reason to spend. I've got, like, plenty of free lunacy right now, but I'm saving it up. Because I want to minimize how much paid lunacy I'm going to need to spend to get the new stuff. Because I do have a lot of paid lunacy, but, I do not like using it for normal extractions. You're a little bit in the way, aren't you, buddy? Mr. Violence over there in the corner. My face cam. And another one's there. Alright, well, we got Sinclair. We got a Mariachi Sinclair, that's good. Saving up all our luck for the eventual gambling fest that will be Walpurgis Night. But anyways, I'll be over this time. I love burn. Why aren't you max level? There we go. We're a little short on XP tickets, but I can just grind them. I've got plenty of modules. You can move. You can just hide there for a little bit, me. It's mini me. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.